what's going on, guys? It's Beowulf. Man, I got a cool video today. I'm going to show you guys what the gauges on a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT look like. This will be a 2016 night edition. I know like the main monitor changes throughout the years, so I'm going to basically show you guys what all this is about. So what we'll do is we'll start with this. This is like the engine spec one, so it shows different things relating with the engine or with the vehicle. So here we got it where it shows the tire pressure monitor system. Also too, is I'd have to say is that I think that the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT has better gauges set up than like a Challenger or a Charger Hellcat, for example. So it's pretty cool. So then we got like the coolant temperature. We got trans temperature for the transmission, oil temperature, oil pressure, oil life, the battery voltage, the intake air temperature. So that's the air temperature of the air coming into the intake through the intake box. And then we got, this will show the engine torque. So when you're accelerating, it'll show a live feed of what it is. The same with horsepower. Back to the tire pressure monitor. See here, it can have it saying kilometers or miles per hour. This you can have like a speed warning, so like in your area and you're going over the speed, it'll notify you that you're going over.
Overspeed.
Diagnose any kind of codes they might throw. This one was where you can set up where you can customize, like there I have the range till I'm empty, current miles per gallon, or you show the speed right down there. Is what I customized it being like, and you can change it to be all how you want it to be. This just show if like you're getting messages coming in. This will show what current radio station you're in.
Overspeed.
The trip. This is another cool thing too. I think this is cooler than what like the Challenger, the Charger, Hellcats have. So this gives you kind of like an average of what you're doing, miles per gallon, and seeing where you're improving on. You know, this is not, it's not all about it, but it does have an eco mode right there, which is kind of nice, I guess. If you're into that, this will show. There's sensors all around the vehicle. Like when you get too close, it'll show that. I think that's with the adaptive cruise control. I've never even really used it. I like to just take control. This will show what mode it's in. Right here you got it where you can shift the knob from track, sport, auto, snow, or tow, or custom. This will show like the G-force. This is, I think, is what's showing what the most it's done. So I think if you watch the past video with the Hellcat did over like 1.G accelerating and braking. Now we're back with that. Now I'll show you guys the other stuff. Is here we got the different modes. So this is kind of cool if you're new to this. So here we go into sport. Now see, I had to let off the gas to let it turn into that mode, but it's all on the fly. So here we got an auto, and I can tell you when you go into auto, it really changes. So this is sport mode, auto. That's snow. I don't think I'll need it out here in South Carolina. Or you got tow mode. Or I have like a custom. I do this kind of when it's this is my rain setup I run on when it's raining, because I always leave it in track. Then you have it where the launch control, and then I'm already into SRT, so then we'll click into the SRT pages. So the cool thing is that, so it starts off showing the Grand Cherokee SRT, which is pretty cool. Same like the Hellcat one, it has the different angles of the Jeep. So that's kind of a cool thing. I know the 2019s don't have it like this. So you got the timers. So it's like a time slip. Now if you watch the past video of my Hellcat, it's a 2017. This all looks completely different. So this looks like a time slip like you were at the track. See, it has gauges right there, the coolant, oil temperature, oil pressure. There you go, you got it right there with the intake, battery voltage, and trans temperature.
Overspeed.
Now this shows with the G-force. So this is kind of cool. So when you brake or you turn, it changes what that shows. And then here we got with the engine. So if you accelerate, I barely tap the gas on there, and it shows all what the gauges are. So that's a pretty cool setup. Also too is this lights up kind of like a whitish color at night, like a bluish whitish color, which is pretty cool. And that was from the 2016 and up Jeep Grand Cherokees. But this is kind of like a basic lineup of what the I'll show you guys too the different media stuff. So you have the one that shows radio, media, your controls, and then has the different apps, climate, nav, and you can pull the button and change any of those to position however you want. So that's kind of just the setup of what's on a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT 2016 Night Edition gauges. I hope this helps people get an idea if you're in the market of buying a Jeep, or you already have a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT and you just wanted to see what the difference was between the years. But I will have to tell you that I really personally think that this is a nice gauge setup for what the Jeep SRT is. I personally think it's kind of cooler than what kind of shows up on the Hellcat, but also too the Hellcat has kind of a retro look. This gives it a little bit more modern. I also too like on the gauge cluster how it's one big giant like an LCD screen, and then the rest of like the and that's same with your RPMs, there's like an LCD. I think that kind of looks cool, being a little different where you still have a conventional speedometer but the tachometer is digital. But that's about it with this video, and I'll be back with another one. So be driven to win.